Hi, it's Ronick here from Ask Audio at NAMM 2017. We're at the Elektron booth, one of our favorite booths, and I'm here with Cenk. How you doing, man?
Fine, thank you very much. How are you?
I'm good. I'm still waking up, but I'm here. We're alive.
Yep. Well, barely. Jet lagged, medicated. Yep.
But we're here. So we have something new, the thing that you guys have been teasing us with, and it's still kind of teasing because look, it's in a glass case.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, basically we wanted to show the world what we've been up to, you know? This is as far as we got with the hardware. The hardware is complete. The hardware is brand new compared to what we've been doing so far. We've got a crisp OLED screen, newly designed buttons. They're backlit and much more durable than the existing ones. We've got new encoders, which is much more durable again, and a higher resolution. We're really proud of the hardware. I personally really like it, and I like the lights and everything. It looks great. And the specs, well, the Digitakt is an 8-voice digital drum computer and a sampler. And you have an input, stereo input, that you can sample into any of the 8 audio tracks. So you have 8 audio tracks dedicated to sample playback. Then on top of that you have 8 MIDI tracks to control external gear, so it's 16 tracks in total. And what is really neat about this is that some of our users and the viewers may know is we have a feature called trick conditions on the rhythm and the analog 4. This feature, it means that per step in the sequencer can have a probability of triggering that. So you have some kind of randomization to the sequence, as well as fill, as well as other many cool features that you can do in a small sequence that it sounds like a much more extended sequence. So you can break the barrier of a 16-step sequencer by using this feature, because some of the tricks won't trig every time it loops. And now this can be applied to MIDI tracks, the first time we're doing this, and I'm really excited about this because now I can run external synthesizers, sending them weird sequences, like interesting sequences that I can build using the trick conditions, and send the audio back into Digitakt to capture the audio and then mess around with it. And when I've made a nice patch and recorded some samples from vinyl, from anything that you can imagine, all you need to do is press save. When you press save, you save the samples that you recorded, the BPM, and many other features that I'm not ready to discuss right now, but we are really looking into the ease of use here. We want the machine to be much more accessible than our current predecessors. Because before we have kits and all the other settings, these are like very pro features, I think, but now I think we need to water it down a bit, still keep the pro feeling with our top-notch sequencer and awesome sound design engine, as well as much more accessible interface and a way to save.
Will this work with Overbridge?
Yes, we're going to have it Overbridge compatible. We are not really ready to discuss Overbridge yet for this product because we're a hardware company and we are focusing on the hardware right now. Once we're happy with that, we're going to start focusing on Overbridge for our users who like using computers in their setup.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah.
So, okay, you've got me interested.
That's
It didn't need much, actually, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
But, you know, it looks fantastic. So, when are you thinking it's going to be available? What's the price going to be?
Yeah. Well, we're thinking of launching it around April. Maybe it's going to be the 1st of April joke. Who knows? What a joke, eh? So around launch for April, and the price point we're aiming for 650 euros. $650 nowadays are the same. So basically for 650 euros, you're going to get a sampling drum machine, 8 audio tracks, 8 MIDI tracks, OLED display, new buttons, new encoders, Overbridge compatibility. I mean, yeah, I don't know what else that you can put into a machine. Oh yeah, the MIDI sends DIN sync 24 and 48, so you can sync your old Roland and other vintage gear to it and sample back in there.
Okay, maybe I should have asked you what can't it do?
Sorry?
Maybe I should have asked you what it can't do.
What it can't do? Well, yeah, that's well, it doesn't have analog. It's totally digital. It's digital and proud. I have to say I'm really proud to announce a digital product in this day and age where analog is kind of like a bit saturated. There's too much of them. But hey, can you have too much gear? No. So I'm talking nonsense there. But anyway, I like the feeling that we are kind of putting a twist into the mix. And I like the fact that this is pure digital and it's going to have that sharp, clean and sterile sound. And if that is not your thing, if you're not really into that digital cold sterile sound, then you can have the analog heat right next to it. So you can imagine how this box will be looking nice next to heat, because you got that digital awesomeness and all the samples that you can sample and load in there, and then it goes to an analog enhancer and a destroyer and a filter and an equalizer. They will be such a great companion together.
I feel like this is an even more of a tease. Obviously you've used it. I have to look at it through a glass case, but I'm looking forward to when we get hands-on.
I haven't used it.
You haven't?
No, this is all I have. This is all we have. Of course, in the dark corners of the Elektron development dungeon, there is more things happening. But me, I don't really get to see that thing. But I did hear a bit of it recently, and it sounded like, yep, this is exactly how I want it to be. So I can't wait to get my hands on it more.
So can we expect to see this in one of your own live performances?
Absolutely. Since we started talking about this box, I'm thinking re-changing all my live setup, because this is kind of what I always dreamed of Elektron should make. A cheap, small, accessible box which has the Elektron touch, the magic, which is a sequencer for me, and the awesome sound design, and the instant accessibility of the parameters. So this is like my dream come true in a way.
Oh, thank you so much, Cenk. That's awesome, man. Really good to see you again.
Great to see you. Take care. Bye.